You sent me the wrong slate for my pool table, and are now required to send the proper size. TLDR. Pool table company shipped me the wrong size slate for my table and ended up spending more than the value of the table to get me the proper size, rather than giving me the 8-foot table upgrade for free. I am a long-time reader of this thread. First-time poster. I believe this would qualify as malicious compliance. But I will let you all be the judge. I recently purchased a pool table from a very well-known online vendor. After a week or so after making the order, my pool table showed up on 2 pallets. One of the pallets contained the actual table pieces, the legs, sides, frame, pockets, etc. The second pallet contained the 3 pieces of slate, weighing roughly 650 pounds give or take. A few days after receiving the shipment, the pool table installer showed up to do the install. However, he quickly realized that the company had sent me 8-foot slate for a 7-foot table. A very quick bit of background for those who are not aware. Slate is heavy, bulky, extremely fragile, and thus very expensive to ship. I called the company and informed them of their error. They then stated that they would ship the new slate out on Monday. I called on a Friday. After a few minutes on the phone, the customer representative and I did some quick calculations and realized that it would be much more cost-effective for the company to simply send me the actual 8-foot pool table rather than pay to have the 8-foot slate shipped back and the new proper-sized slate shipped to me. Although we originally wanted the 7-foot table, because my fiancé and I like to play pool at bars and that is the standard bar size. We did have the room for an 8-foot table. Because of this, I was fine with them sending the 8-foot table instead. After all, the price difference between the 2 sizes was around $100. We had almost finished finalizing everything when the manager got involved. Cue malicious compliance. Get it? Like a pool cue. The manager got on the phone and informed me that he had no intentions of upgrading the table size for free, and that he would send someone to pick up the original slate pallet and drop off the proper size slate. The shipping for the table was free, so the company had paid all original shipping costs, around $1,200. Now they are paying another shipping cost, around $800, to get the original slate back, in addition to another $700 to $800 to ship the new slate. The pool table itself was under $3,000. The company has now spent nearly $2,800 to sell me a roughly $3,000 pool table. To add insult to injury, because I incurred a $200 fee from the original failed install, the company had to also credit me $200. In total, the company has not only lost any kind of profit from the table, but have actually spent more money getting the order right than the original purchase price. By comparison, had the company simply sent me the 8-foot table, it would have cost them another $300 in shipping. In total, to ship the new table pieces and return shipment of the original table. I now have a beautiful 7-foot slate pool table, and the company is out around $3,000. Edited. Shout out to everyone for the Reddit love. And also a big shout out to my fiancé who convinced me to post this in the first place. Additional edit. This was not through Amazon. It was through an industry-leading manufacturer of pool tables and accessories. It was purchased through a vendor who ships the product directly from the manufacturing facility to the buyer. I love to rag on Amazon as much as the next guy. But for once Amazon isn't the bad guy here. TLDR. Manager gets revenge on company that won't pay him a commission. This story sounds like the manager himself is also responsible for some MC regarding this order as well. Another Mangler higher-up told him no free upgrades. No exceptions, so he's just like, yeah, okay. Hypothesis. That manager is sick of the warehouse guys screwing up. Rather than take this loss on his budget, the manager racked up a huge loss and put it in the other manager's books. While the world is full of bozos, a company isn't a single entity. I'm convinced that in most places the middle managers are at war with each other's departments and are hell-bent on magnifying and making each other pay for their mistakes. Another idea is that this manager could be doing malicious compliance to his higher-ups. This just proves how greedy and stupid most companies are. Hope you enjoy your table. And hey, at least you got an interesting story to tell at parties. Lol. They dropped the ball. Now they're out of pocket. Chalk it up to experience. Maybe they thought you were giving them a bad break. They balked at your request. Okay, that's enough. Ordered a bed frame through a company named after a very long river. I lugged it upstairs and had it 99% complete in an upstairs bedroom when I discovered a few small plastic parts broken in transit due to bed frame company's bad packaging design. Contacted bed frame company. They can't replace parts. Bed frame company told me to disassemble the bed frame, carry it back downstairs, and take a picture of the parts in my trash can, and they would issue a refund. If you don't like it, contact the company named after the river. Company named after the river decided to send me a complete new bed frame. Shipping at bed frame company's expense. Take whatever you need, 3 ounces of plastic out of a 60-pound box, and send the rest back to us at River Company. Return shipping also charged to bed frame company. And then River Company will ship the now incomplete, unsaleable frame back to the bed frame company, also at bed frame company's expense. For the lack of 3 ounces of small plastic parts, bed frame company paid freight on 60 pounds 3 times. Shipping situation is causing lots of damage problems to freight. They are trying to fit as much on a truck that they can, and because of it there is lots and lots of damage. I ordered a new awning for our camping trailer. It is 17 feet long. First one arrived damaged. Ship new one. Second one same story. Ship new one. Third one. Had it sent to my home instead because perhaps it was the local problems damaged. Got my money back and will wait until shipping improves or can get it shipped with many other ones. So it is not just a single one. They stick it on a truck, pack some pallets in front of it, go to another place to pick up. See there is some space behind, not looking to see what is back there, and push with the forklifts to pack more in, thereby bending the long tube laying on the floor that they can't see. Supervisor, manager tells forklift driver to push harder. Something is keeping us from putting this pallet in. Maybe a running start will work. Okay. Got a few more inches and made it. $1,000 item wrecked times 3. Still do not have a replacement one. Just how stupid are these people? If you were super evil, you could give them a glowing review. This company went above and beyond. When they accidentally shipped the larger slate, I was willing to accept it, knowing the immense costs they would incur shipping it back and shipping a second sheet out. Manager Microman insisted I not be inconvenienced in any way and spent well above the cost of my table to correct the error. I cannot express how impressed I am with his dedication. More info on Slate pool tables: https bargames101.com/pool-table-slate/. And wow, there is a lot to know. And to clarify, your use of Q is absolutely correct. It should always be Q the malicious compliance. You just got a pun out of it as well. All those folks who use K. That's not a word in English. Or Q, which is for a line of people or objects, are essentially scratching the 8-ball. Well, they do now have 8-foot slate they can resell, presumably correctly, and not screw it up. So they can recoup some of that and not be in the red on this product. That isn't so much MC as them shooting themselves in the foot. It's not really malicious compliance because you didn't actually do anything. Comply maliciously. This is just the company following their own policies. Could be some reasoning behind it. They don't want employees to start making accidents on purpose to upgrade their friends maybe? They might not pay the public shipping costs. They would have to ship the new table to you anyway. They also have the slate back, which has value. They may have insurance for these kinds of things. It is entirely their fault for racking up the costs. Edited to clarify my use of Q malicious compliance. You used it correctly. What is there to clarify? Q malicious compliance. Get it? Like a pool cue. I get that Q has a secondary meaning here of a pool cue. But it would only be a joke if the correct word were something else. Which it isn't. Q is the correct word to use here. Joke or no joke. You are queuing the malicious compliance. Which is happening right on cue. Some companies and managers are really that stupid and arrogant. Having worked with expensive consumer goods supply chain myself, I have met my fair share of choosing beggars, but not every customer is looking for freebies. As is clearly visible in this case. He probably just wanted to prove a point he won't give you for free what you didn't pay for. And didn't care about the losses since it's not his pocket they are coming out of. Sounds pretty stupid, I know. But I think he knows what he is doing, and fairly good chance that he learned nothing from this. I got sent a piece of furniture. Worth about $500 to $600. I never ordered or paid for it, and after due diligence to inform the company, as I have a legal obligation to allow them to try to get their goods back. They finally said I could keep or donate it because it was so heavy and bulky it probably wasn't worth it to them to get it shipped back across the country to their hub. They could have saved money plus gotten some nice word-of-mouth advertising from you for their mistake. That kind of manager clearly can't see past his twisted version of fairness. Classic, penny-wise pound-foolish behavior. So what you are saying is, the company went out of its way to make sure you had exactly what you ordered regardless of cost. I'd write the company a letter about the whole ordeal. Rub the cost of the ego trip of said manager in. Unless I misread the story. Icing on the cake.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.